doing everything right, and then you start having these cleansing reactions, which are the flu-like symptoms, the headache, the fever, the nausea, the vomiting, diarrhea, coughing, sneezing, aches and pains, those kind of symptoms. That's just toxins in your body. They're not going out of your body fast enough. The cells dump them out, but they can't go out the body. That's why it's important to have a bowel movement every day. It's why it's important to support all of our organs of elimination, which I'm getting to in just a few seconds. Yes?
Yeah, John, I did a 64-day juice fast, and then I did a 45-day juice fast a couple of years later, and I didn't have any unusual bowel movements, and I didn't have a cleansing reaction, and I'm still wondering why.
Well, if you're eating good, you shouldn't have much to come out of you. I just did a 40-day one here in the last month or so. I usually do, like I said, I usually do one a year just to remind myself how much fun it is. And I didn't have anything come out of me. So once you go on a long one and get all cleaned out, then you really shouldn't have anything else come back unless you're not eating well.
Well, even on the first one, it was only, I think within 6 months of trying a raw food diet. So I'm sure, there's still a lot of old junk in there. And I just really wanted to have that cleansing thing and find surprises in the toilet, but nothing happened.
Nothing happened.
And then no cleansing reaction, didn't have any flu-like symptoms, no cold.
That just means you don't have that many toxins in your body anymore. The fact that you went on that long one initially, you got rid of a lot of things.
But during that initial long one, nothing happened either.
Nothing happened. Well, I've only had 2 cleansing reactions in the 903 days I've done this. And it happened on my 3rd juice feast. I was out of town. It was on day 19. I'll never forget it. And it was a very minor cleansing reaction. I just felt a little nauseous for a few moments. And then I had a huge movement. I had 24 ounces of stuff come out of me. 5 minutes later, I felt the same sensation and had exactly 24 more ounces. How do I know? Because I took my scale with me. Oh my God, I kept doing that. I was good. And what came out of me during those times, I wish I was at home when I had this happen, because I would have poured that into another bucket. And I would have counted how many things I saw come out of me. I had about 80 diverticulas.
Can we see?
I had about 80 diverticulas come out of me. A diverticula is those little herniated blowouts that we get because we're eating food that doesn't have any fiber. And that's what causes diverticulitis, diverticulosis. And the medical experts say everybody over 50 or 40 or whatever it is nowadays has this in them. I had about 80. I estimated how many I saw come out of me in just those 2 movements alone. I had about 80 of them.
I'm still not sure what that is. What is?
Well, it's a herniated blowout on the side of the colon wall. Imagine putting too much air in a tire and it blows a bubble out to the side.
Okay. But then what comes out?
What came out was the fecal matter that went into that bubble.
So it sort of like formed like in a little
It was
bowl
like a piece of a puzzle coming out of me. That's why I knew what it was. Because I saw pictures of what it looks like on the diagram. You got the colon, you got the little like this is my colon. You got a little blowout off to the side of the wall. Well, that little thing that was inside there was old fecal matter. And when so it was like I knew what it was. It was like a piece of the puzzle coming out of me. And what I found for myself is, as long as I adhered to 100% raw food after I would do a juice feast, I wouldn't gain any weight. But then when I ate cooked food, it plugged me up and I started gaining weight. And that prompted me to do an experiment I did about 14 or so years ago. I had a theory. I thought I knew what was going on, and I did a 30-day experiment which confirmed my theory. I figured out that the cooked food was going back and filling out the places that I had emptied. And for 30 days, I took a step back for me at that time, because I was about 99% raw. I said, well, let me see what happens if I'm 80% raw. And I'm not guessing here. I'm going through the calculations. I know this is right at 80%. I'm only eating 1 cooked meal a day, and it's something pretty innocent. I gained 20 pounds, or 17 pounds in the first 20 days. Didn't gain any weight from day 21 to day 30. So what I thought would happen exactly happened. I filled my colon back up to where it was before I'd emptied it. And I know that's what happened because I lost those 17 pounds in no time flat. But this time when it came out, it wasn't old and hard, it was relatively fresh. But I knew what it was, it filled up those little pockets. So do you gain weight when you go back to cook food? It depends on the condition of your body. Now, because I'm getting real close to finishing my book, I conducted another experiment. I had to do it because I had another belief that my system was healthy now and that that wouldn't happen again. So I did another 30-day experiment this year. You're the first one to hear about it. I tried eating cooked food again. I didn't gain any weight.
You didn't get sick?
So once you get clean, you're saying
Once you're
balance.
not so much clean, no, it's not being clean, it's being repaired. My colon was still compromised. It was damaged. If we could take our colons out of our body and set it side by side to what a healthy colon is supposed to look like, it wouldn't even look like the same organ. It'd be twisted and bent out of shape. It doesn't even resemble what it's supposed to look like. It's not like you took a carburetor out of an old car and it still looks like the new carburetor. So we damage our system, and it takes a while for them to go back to where they need to be. This was a big motivator for me in the beginning to not eat cooked food, because every time I ate it, it plugged me up. But now I know that it doesn't always happen to everybody. It all depends on the type of damage you sustained.
So this whole you ate the cooked food thing,
Yeah.
how did that go? Like, how are you now? Like, are
Oh,
you
no.
having cravings?
No, not at all. Not at all. It was something I didn't want to do, but I knew I had to. As a scientist, I can't tell people what I've done to myself and then and not have it apply anymore.
Is that a cooked vegan?
Oh yeah. I did an animal special. Yeah, yeah. Yes.
Do you think it's okay for you to go on